You know when you've just had so much abuse in your life that you just have to make a video, then go delete one, make a video, go delete one, and these idiots just will never get out of my phone. Anyway, I'm getting to that story right now as well. But again, I didn't want to come on and read another Orwell quote, and then we're gonna jump right back into it here. Again, I just had to delete a video to make one. And again, when I make a video and it lights me up and my energy's good, the scalar weapons get harder. So again, it's like MK Ultra program, but again, back in the day, they used to go right into you, right? Like they'd come right into where like I am right now, and then just like have the person laying there while people got to punch the person and put drugs in them and everything. Mine's in a sneaky way, right, where you can't see them, but you know the watchers are there, right? Again, being paid, criminals being paid by the government. So wrap your head around that, and then ask me how an empath went to jail and the other empaths out there went to jail for hours. Again, right now I can feel scalar weapons being used in my hair right now. And again, this is how sick and twisted these people are. I just started looking at like a new like short haircut. So the karmic mom that I had when I had long blonde hair as a kid, she cut it in a triangle, like a disgusting humiliation haircut. Nobody had the haircut. And again, that's great because I am unique. And I probably was still pretty cute too and annoying to everybody because I always saw them for what they were. So again, when you see somebody for what they are, they're always going to be watching you, right? They can't stop to the point where they've watched you so much that they've missed their own life. So again, right now the scalar weapons are everywhere. Again, my back is getting so sore that again, keep in mind the ultimate goal for these creatures, these psychopaths, they want you in a mental ward. Well, let's turn that the fuck around, right? We know now that the leading cause of everything in the world is not mental disorder, it's narcissism. And again, that's them never putting their ego down. And again, narcissism is they're making me shut up and go crazy. And again, this is what I'm going to talk about right now again. So I go through this every day. It's very much like they're just must be sitting there doing something to get my energy. They're suctioning it out of here somehow. I do know that to be true because it happens to me every day in here. But again, it's also because I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, the unhappiest city in Canada. I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm 8 years off of coke, 6 years off of booze, and 4 years celibate. I mean, you can't turn that the fuck around any way you want to make it look. And again, these criminals, these assholes, these people that have been, again, doing the Darvo technique, which I'm going to get to in a minute. So I'm just going to stay the course here because I'm going to have to listen to some music when I'm done this video, and this is very much what they do. So again, when you live with them, they're going to humiliate you, they're going to triangulate you, gaslight you, manipulate you, they're going to do a smear campaign on you, and all in the end, when you choose you're going to fucking pull through. Okay, so back to the homeless guy on the street today. He just came out of nowhere. He might not have been a homeless guy. This is what they do. They pay people, right, to come out. And again, besides Darvo, they're doing the VDK in me. So again, triangulating, manipulating, and gaslighting me all day. The fact that they can see where I'm going and watching me in my Uber and knowing everything about me, it's disgusting. It's very disgusting and creepy how these creatures have turned it all around for them up until the true speakers like me are going to keep talking and the ones that went before. Again, they do necromancy. It's that disgusting. They're trying to kill me. And they'll spin it anyway to make it look again like I'm crazy. But am I crazy? I'm speaking through them trying to give me lockjaw. Again, my jaw is killing, like they do work on you when you're sleeping, necromancy, scalar weapons, and voodoo, black magic, whatever they do, but they don't do them. They do you. So remember, but they don't just do you, and I'm not talking about it in a sexual way, they do you fucking dirty. So always remember that. There's nothing good about them. They'll just always be doing you dirty because that's just the way they operate. And remember, when your brain says something like, I'm wired wrong, well, remember, there's subconscious mind reprogramming, and that's what Dr. Virtual is for. So again, wrap your head around that. If you can sit still and not have to go near your friends and be around people and looking for valid, I can't even say the word right now. Like, this is how dumb it is. They're making me shut up. They're that annoyed. They're that embarrassed. These are grown-ups. These are people in their 70s to hide the mask, remember? So again, I'm very into energy, and I'm going to start teaching it when I can get my certificate, but it won't be in this city. Remember, they've interrupted my certificates that I was trying to get from 4 years ago now. I was very much in the middle of them. Just like the night I wrote out a narcissism article for 2 hours. And again, the watchers in my phone cloned out with a community watching me write it, and then I go to send it, and then they stole it. Just like thin air. Poof. The narcissist was triggered. So again, when they're triggered, what do? They'll go find another addiction. They'll go find another addiction, or go stick their dick in something to see how are they going to get through. Do you get it? They're just not you. They're just not me. And there's just nothing in them. So again, I'm going to keep going. They sent the homeless guy, again, right out at Oxford and Richmond Street today here. And again, they talk over your life. So they want the targeted people. They want the empaths. They want the chosen ones, homeless in a mental hospital or in a shelter with other women. When we've healed ourselves for 8 years now, given up all the other addictions, why would I go back? Why would I go back now and say, I need a shelter with other women? No, I very much don't want to get into other people's energy. I'm very much a sovereign being who can be alone for 6 years in a house by myself. I don't need anybody. I have my dog. It's my best friend. And again, when we don't sit there, again, I can't text anybody. They get to choose who I text. So I haven't been texting anybody because I've been trying to get a hold of cops. I've been trying to get a hold of victim witness protection programs. And these guys have been running me down to the ground, man. I've called over 400 numbers and never gotten through to hardly anybody. 619 on the timer. Amazing. Again, very jealous of love to these people, right? Because they're crooks and con men or women. Back to the homeless guy. They want you homeless. They want you dead. They've been trying to kill me since I got sober. So remember, when you're consciously aware of people, how they're trying to kill you, remember it's their word salad. So again, manipulation, triangulating, gaslighting me all day, getting fucked in my ear all day. I said no. Just like, again, none of them can come around me in person because they know how I feel about them. So again, it's sneaky. But what's more sneaky, the ones that are doing it sneakily in your ear, or the ones that, again, if I was out there still hanging out with them and then they go, Lynn, want to come hang out tonight? And then they're the one that's been fucking sniping you in the back for 8 years, or a karmic family for 49 years, or faking the fact that you even belong to them, right? And remember, nobody owns you. You want to belong. You want to feel belong to somewhere? You want to belong. But again, when you choose you can just belong to you. And then the rest is going to come. Again, we don't chase, we attract. The narcissist only chases. And they're going to chase you right out of your own life if you don't start paying attention. Point being, they're speaking over my life. So again, I've gotten away from these people. This is how jealous and envious they are, that they had to hold me back. We're going to use illegal military equipment on you. So again, criminals that should be in jail, on a bright being like me that's sober, put all the work in. I'm going to be taser fucked, laser fucked. I said no to being fucked because I'm celibate. And I'm going to have harassment electronically all day, every day, wherever I go. Gang stalking. We're going to watch. We're just going to watch you. Like, what's going on, raccoon eyes? You want to watch me? Go to a meeting. So again, I'm done with these people. So the next thing, again, the homeless guy, word salading over you, he said on the street when he saw me, hey, there's a free luncheon down there for you. So again, trying to talk over my life that I was homeless today on the street walking. So again, very again, humiliation. I am a billionaire. Again, remember, I don't know how, when, or why, but I know I already have it. And I know when destiny's here, nobody's going to speak over my life. And I don't think the universe is going to welcome people that are like that. Again, they haven't learned any lessons. We're in a school down here. You've just sat there and watched one person or two people for your whole life. How would you feel about if you were intimate with somebody and somebody was watching you, narcissist? How would you feel about if you were sticking your dick in somebody else when you had a wife at home and somebody was watching you? Keep in mind, these people are actually that disgusting. They steal your Facebook. They steal pictures off of your phone. And they probably clone out everything around the whole world about you. So who knows? They could go into like even my old dating sites that I haven't been on in like 10 years that I put on pause and I would never even think about even going on. Don't even know how to get back on. These are the kind of people snooping around, nosy. Remember what was that show with the guy peeking over the fence? I can't remember what it was, with Wilson, peeking over the fence. What was it? Some home handy show. I can't remember. Anyway, next point, go to the cop shop. That guy speaks over me. Darvo, I walk in, there's Constable at the front checkout here in London, Ontario. Again, I have my big bag that I showed yesterday. Years of stuff written down. No one's talked to me. Phone's cloned out in London. Can't get through to the one lady that would be amazing for me to help. I should have just went in and asked for her. But again, Constable, I'm gonna fuck your day up, and my energy was already ruined. Darvo, so again, deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. So again, repeat offender, and they've been doing this for years. So they hate people to call them out on it. So they denying the abuse, attacking the accuser's credibility, reversing roles to portray themselves as the true victim. And then me being the victim, they're going to say I was the aggressor. So they shift blame to confuse you. And again, I will make it really short now. What happened to me was I told him about an incident of somebody talking that close to my face, yelling at me. And this is a misogynist that's probably never broke any generational curses in his life, because nothing's wrong with this for him. He said, "Oh, that wouldn't pass as a civil lawsuit. There's nothing wrong." I went on and on and on and on and on. They're trying to shut me up. I'm getting it out anyway. I don't give a fuck anymore. My back is fucking killing, man. These guys are criminals in the city. My whole body's getting weaker. Why can't the narcissist get stronger? Why do they have to make somebody weaker? If they want people to fear them and be intimidated by them, who the fuck's going to be afraid of them when they're using weapons on a woman? Who the fuck's afraid of these people, man? Only cowards use weapons. And I know the cowards that are doing it to me. So again, I did say names to the cop. And again, he did all of the Darvo technique on me. And again, when I got back here and got out of the roped manipulation narcissist energy that I was now in from when the power went out an hour or two before, I asked for the woman I wanted to speak to. He said, "Well, she's not here. What's your phone number?" I said, "Is she here? She has another job." I said, "Are you sure she's going to call me?" He said, "Yep, she still hasn't called me." I'm going to call down to the London Police Center tomorrow here in London, Ontario, Canada, and make sure that Luann actually gets my message, because again, her last name is Divine, and I think it's about time that the universe syncs her and I up together, because I got a big bag that I got to talk about with abuse that's been happening to me from childhood, but I do have it written down since 2019 on my spiritual journey, again, of a targeted individual. The guy, it's like he goes to the computer, "What's your name? What's your last name?" Looks, has a quick glance over, and then all the energy at you. So again, it's to make you feel small. It's to make you feel weak and stuck. And again, once you clue into their techniques and you watch their body language, you can get out of anything. But again, it was too late for me until I got back to the hotel. I realized the next time when somebody says to me that somebody talking this close in your face is not abuse, I'm going to turn it the back around and say, "Well, they're a constable, whatever your name is. What about when your dad or mom did that to you as a little child? How did it make you feel? What would have been the distance that made it safe for you when your dad or mom smacked the fuck out of you? Was that abuse, buddy?" You see, when you reverse it and put it back to them, you see what's going to come out of their mouth then. They won't be so smart. Remember, a narcissist can't tell the truth. So I remembered that too late, but I'll remember it for the next time. And another thing I was going to say is, "Oh, well, if that's not abuse, what would be abusive to you then?" Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. But again, he asked me if I needed mental help, I needed a home, I needed a shelter, told him about the SIM card. He said somewhere else to go, and he said basically that I was basically making it up and lying, and he didn't know what voice to skull was, and it was okay basically that I had death threats too. So that's the London City Police Force here in London, Ontario, Canada. I'd say don't call them, but I'm going to make other people feel safe. There's other places you could call within the city as well. That's all I have. Remember, throw a question back at a narcissist, and when you want to get away from them, gray rock the fuck out of them. Yes, no, dumb, dull, boring, just like them. Because once we get the Darvo technique out, we will never be fooled the fuck again. Namaste.